Waiting for the homie to join me. I'm here. Waiting for the homie to join me so we could build real quick. Something epic about to take place. Something historical about to take place. Something that y'all ain't think y'all was about to see about to happen. So stay tuned. As soon as he hop on this live, you're going to see what I'm talking about. So shout out to everybody on the check-in, on the tune-in. You know what I'm saying? Hope I ain't got no popcorn in my teeth. Let me see. I'm good. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Something epic about to happen. Something that y'all didn't think y'all probably see. But, you know, we moving forward to big and better things. You know what I'm saying? We ain't on that old stuff. We on to, you know, elevation, constant elevation, ascension. You know what I'm saying? So, I just want y'all to just stay tuned. It's about to go down any minute. You know what I'm saying? It's about to go down any minute. Watch. Hold on. Hold on. It's about to happen. I just texted him, told him I'm on Instagram right now. So, as soon as he joined, let's go tell him, yo, that was a... You see that bug? Bug tried to violate. It's really good with these bugs, man. You gotta put your whip on echo mode if you got it. So you don't, you know, if you're sitting here with the gas, you don't just burn gas. Word up. So how y'all feeling? How y'all doing? Okay, there you go, right there. There you go, right there. There you go, right there. What's good?
Peace to the chat. What's going on, Doggie?
Ain't nothing much, man. Just here chilling. How you feel?
Putting in work overtime, man. I'm trying to keep up with the curve.
Yes, because if not,
Uh,
you get left behind.
the wheels are turning real fast on this internet shit. You'll come to learn that and understand that after a while.
Is it quantity or quality though?
I've learned to go with quality, and it's cost me. I believe the YouTube algorithm is stimulated by activity.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of own speed, man. I like to make sure I give people something dope. I don't like to be I don't like to find myself in front of the camera more than artists. I try to stay behind the camera and shit like that. But yeah, man, it's moving very fast and shit. Like, you want to keep some fresh original shit out if you want to stand out.
But you suffer because you're a content creator.
Yeah.
There's a difference between a content creator and somebody who just gets on there and just shoots from the hip. Like you actually got all the bells and whistles and intros and logos and rendering, and I know what you go through, so I sympathize with it. And people expect you to have this output, but you're just not a StreamYard dude. You understand what I'm saying? See, it's easy to just go on StreamYard.
Up with those guys who streaming. I don't try to. I have noticed this. I've noticed this from doing my own streams. It seems like, I don't know whether it seems like YouTube pushed the live streams a little bit more than actual content. It's a big the difference in numbers. Do you see the difference in numbers when you publish an original video and then when you get on live? Like, it's a
You publish already. I'll be publishing original videos that I'm like, oh, they're gonna eat this up because you know Hell Rell didn't speak for like 3 years. He did an interview with me, so I'm like, they're gonna eat this up. 5,000 views. I go live, I get 40,000. I'm like, hold on, something ain't right.
exactly. And
Something ain't right.
I think YouTube it pushes the live stream for whatever. Oh,
Mm,
let me ask you something.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Been doing this media shit. Let me put you on.
Mm-hmm.
Take over. Can I interject a little bit?
This is your interview with me. Remember, I'm gonna be quiet. This is all you.
How long you been doing this media thing?
2006. Since 2006. No.
Started.
Yeah, 2006, 2006. Yep,
You start out
2000.
publishing videos for the internet, or were you an actual DVD like the rest of us?
No, we was DVD. We was the come up DVD. You know, I had my hands all in that. Um, we have COD DVD. That was a project me and MREC did because we were supposed to do Forbes DVD, but that was that was a project with Jordan Tower that didn't manifest because he went to World Star. So the Forbes DVD idea was just left out there. And we at first we didn't want to do it, but I was like, yo, Rec, nah, that name is hot. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a hot ass name. Like we gotta do that. So we did COD DVD.
Okay.
So that was cash on demand DVD. We did one volume of that. Then we did COD DVD meets Forbes DVD. But during this time, we started going to the internet because we was putting little stuff on the internet at that time. But you know, back then, YouTube, you had to get 100,000 views, and they'd be like, your video is eligible for monetization, and then you may make like 50 cent off the video. You know what I'm saying? But you already got hoard out for all your views. You know what I'm saying? And this is 2006. You know what I'm saying? 2006. So people didn't really care about YouTube wasn't in everybody's phone the way it is now. So yeah, we started as actual physical DVD.
How did you meet MREC? How did y'all start working together?
I met MREC. He's from East New York, and he was working at the time with Blase Blase. So I was doing some stuff with Blase Blase, and Rec was, you know, doing some stuff with him too. And he came through, and he didn't really have no music as far as beats. And I you know, that's what I do. So I like this drive, I like this ambition. And I was like, yo, Rec, you don't got no beats? He was like, yeah, I got a couple of beats and stuff like that, but you know, I'm not getting what I need. I said, yo, come to the crib. He came to the crib. I started giving him beats, and it was that ever since. And then we had lost contact for like 2-3 years because the industry wasn't good to me in the way that I had fell back. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, because you know, back then this is please listen to my demo, chasing. Yo, you gotta get this call back and taking me. I was like, yo, I'm not with all this. And Easy Mo B, because I remember calling Easy Mo B. He's like a mentor to me, and I remember calling Easy Mo B, and I was like, yo, man, yo, I called such and such. He not picking up the phone, man. When I see him, I'ma kill him. I'ma shoot him. And Mo B was like, nah, you can't do that. I'm like, nah, fuck that, because only on the internet do we play games with people. In the street, if I tell you I'ma call you, the next time I see you, you ain't got no excuse why you ain't call me. This is pre-dodging niggas. You understand what I'm saying? So when niggas be like, yo, I'ma call you, yo, why you ain't call me? Oh, yo, I lost my phone. Then we wasn't having none of that shit. Because we had two ways. We was two-waying people. We was paging. So I'm like, I'm not going to be paging you like no bitch. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not no woman. I'm not going to be calling you mad times. Just, yo, one thing about me, bro, I could take a no. No never bothered me. I can't take the shake. Don't try to shake me. Don't try to, you know, yo, I lost my phone, or yo, I didn't know your number, I lost my contact. Yo, don't treat me like no bitch, man. Just tell me I'm not fucking with you. I could deal with that. So I had fell back, and then Rec hit me one day, was like, yo, the beats that I use from you, I want to pay you for them. So I was like, what? He's like, yo, I said, Rec, I'm done. I retired. Like, I ain't even messing with the game no more. At this time, I was just selling pounds of weed, you know what I'm saying, in all honesty. And he was like, nah, yo, come back. I got something that I'm doing. So Rec was like, he had a project that he wanted to do called Outside of Hot 97, where he got all this footage, and he went outside of Hot 97 and he documented how to get your music played on the radio. So he put together this project. He came, he let me see the project. He gave me the money that he had for me. And I was like, yo, this is kind of dope. He was like, yo, I'm doing the interviews. My man Light is holding the camera, but I don't really want to do the interviews because, you know, I'm just on my artist shit. Like, I don't really want to do it. But I did it, and I need this DVD edited. I need this shit edited. So at that time, I knew some dudes from around my way, Love Born Digital, so I took them to him. They took forever to edit the DVD. We since learned that it only take like fucking 2 days to edit a DVD. They took like fucking 9 months. You know what I'm saying? The project came out. I scored the DVD. I put all the music to the DVD. I scored the DVD, and then it was on since then. And then Jordan Tower had came to him because Rec did DVD distribution and mixtape distribution. You know, heavy in the 5 boroughs and abroad. You know what I'm saying? All the way down to Philly, all over. You know, he had a nice mailing list. So Jordan had him doing the Burn DVD because Jordan had a DVD called Burn. So he wanted Rec to do the interviews for his DVD, and he was like, "Nah, my man is a hip hop historian. Let him do it." So that's how I came into the fold to do the interviews for the DVD. So we did some test runs with the come up, and Fendi was like, "Yo, who is this kid? Yo, he's bringing a different element to this DVD because you remember it was just Jordan asking questions and they was doing music videos. But when I came, I brought the interviews to it, like in-depth interviews. Yeah, and me and Rec been rocking ever. That was damn, me and Rec, that was shit. I think 96.
You said
96.
90,
Yeah, like 96.
90,
Yeah, like 96.
19?
Yeah, like 96. 1996.
God damn.
Yeah, like 1996, 97. 96, 97, yep. Mm-hmm.
Like 19
Yep.
years. Shit like that. Shout out
Yeah.
to M-Rec. Sound like M-Rec don't get his roses like he should. He been putting in a lot of fucking.
You know what? That man, like I said, with him, I hope that he gets to live vicariously through me in a lot of instances, because even when people mention me, I never let them forget him. You understand what I'm saying? I never let them forget him. Like, yo, you know, that man made a lot of shit possible for me. And he also was like, I ain't want to do none of this shit. I was done. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I'm going to go to jail for the rest of my life. I'm going to kill somebody. I just was just on that type of time because, like I said, this industry is not kind to you when you're an artist. And this is pre-internet. You know what I'm saying? This is pre-internet. So you had to call such and such, to call such and such, to call such and such to get you a meeting at Def Jam. And then when you meet there, you meeting the janitor, some low-level nigga who can't even do nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? So not that that was the case, but just the industry politics, I never understood it because I used to think industry dudes were street dudes. So again, if you make me a promise that you don't fulfill, the next time I see you, I got the right to go upside your fucking head. I learned the hard way that it don't work like that. So I did certain shit to certain people that I can't say I'm blackballed because the internet, you can't blackball nobody now. That's why I went the internet route. But I did certain shit to certain people because they played with me. I didn't understand that you just can't fuck niggas up and you can't just run up in niggas' cribs and put pistols. I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. I thought, hold up, you playing? Because I take this shit like, people confuse your passion with bitterness and jadedness. No, I love this culture. That's why I will interview Smooth the Hustler or somebody, people that people forget about because they make cultural impact. How can we forget some of the brothers that added on to this culture? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I could interview because you know, people like to put that stigma on me. But if you look right on my channel, there's interviews with Future. There's interviews with Davies. There's interviews with Fetty Wap. Huh?
Stigma.
The stigma is he only interview old rappers.
They tried that shit with me.
But the first time I saw 38 Special was on your channel.
Benny the Butcher too.
Benny the Butcher, yeah. But again,
I swear,
if you don't tell,
I swear,
listen, but a lot of dudes, even this Skibo Debo, I got him from you.
No doubt. Shout out.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, and he actually was there for the French Montana Jim Jones alleged fight that was supposed to happen. You understand what I'm saying? So, again, one of my reasons for reaching out to you and making amends to you was, first of all, our issue was fucking stupid. 1, 2, we from the same cloth of content creators.
Absolutely.
I gotta have your back. I gotta have your back because you know my struggle. And I know yours. And me and you are in the same similar struggle and we have to separate ourselves from other niggas that could just jump on and go live and get an audience. The shit wasn't like that for us. Go ahead.
I thought that this shit was only happening to us. I was watching the Sean Cotton interview on Vlad TV, and the same shit be happening to him. He was saying the same shit be happening to him. He almost get, when he gets shitted on, he just probably gets shitted on. It might be more extreme. For instance, he might have gave birth to the Rod Wave online. That might have came from Say Cheese TV. But when a guy like Rod becomes a big star and shit like that, can't get no rhythm no more and shit. I thought that shit just happened to us. I mean,
oh no. I could name some names of dudes that shit. I bent over backwards for them because I believed in them.
right.
And it ain't about me. Because remember, I just got on the camera 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It was never about me. It was always about the artist. It was about me documenting people who I believe culturally need to be documented because of the impact that they had. But then I started realizing these niggas is fucking selfish, man. They don't give a fuck about me. Yeah. So I gotta document myself. I gotta tell my story. I gotta say who I am and what I do and how I added on. Fuck DVDs and all that shit. I got a history prior to that. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't know that. So that's why when, people say, oh, how he on Drink Champs? He's a YouTuber. You're a fucking fool because I have a history prior to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? A lot of your favorite rappers, I know them personally. Grew up with a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I want to ask you about, you from Bed-Stuy?
Yes, definitely.
Tell me something about growing up in the era of Biggie Smalls. You actually knew Biggie, right?
Yes, 2 blocks away. The era was different because when we grew up on Fulton Street, it was very dangerous. Biggie has me about 3 or 4 years, but I was outside before him, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I was outside active, and where we're from is very dangerous. It's very I could say communal. Everybody knew each other, but I'm from, we side block niggas. We not from the projects. We side blocks, but the main strip is Fulton Street. So when you leave your block and you turn that corner, you see what his mother say, don't go on Fulton and St. James. You can't turn that corner. That's how it was with me in Waverly. I cannot turn that corner. But I grew up from across the street from a methadone center. So I seen everything, pimps. I seen dope fiends. I seen the wildest shit. And I'm talking about early 90s when you seen them with the puffy hands. And, remember dope fiends used to have puffy hands and all that shit. Go ahead.
You tell them exactly what a methadone clinic is. Tell them what it's for.
Methadone is the government dope that they try to give you to get you off of heroin. So they give you government heroin, if that makes any sense. And you get that to get SSI, but the only thing is very, very brutal on the body. It makes their bones brittle. So you see a lot of them with a cane, and you see a lot of their teeth fall out. You know what I'm saying? But it's government dope. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't get them high per se, but it gives them the fix that they need that heroin would give them. So that's what methadone is.
As you live near seeing all the people from the underworld and shit like that coming through.
Yes, I seen, man. I like, it's funny because I always say this, right? Harlem is known. Harlem has a lot of legends, but Harlem, you always hear Rich Porter, Alpo, AZ, Preacher, people. But Brooklyn has so many niggas that you couldn't mention certain niggas' name because your affiliation with certain niggas might get your head knocked off. So you can't say, yo, I know such and such from Red Hook. Yo, I know such and such from Pink House. You had to be like, yo, nah, I don't even know them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even affiliate. And then when the 90s hit, the Decepticons came out. So that shit was like, yo, you seen the Warriors?
Yeah.
That's how Brooklyn was.
Okay.
Get on that fucking train. Yo, you get on that train, bro. At any given time, 100 niggas would come on the train and beat the shit out of everybody. Knocking out guardian angels. Because we had different police forces. We had transit. We had regular NYPD. And NYPD and transit, NYPD didn't go on the train station. That was transit. You had housing, transit, NYPD. It was different police forces. They all since became one. But You could run from the police and run in the train station and they wouldn't chase you because they had to get transit.
Wow. I always wondered.
So,
Okay.
so even NYPD couldn't come in the projects. They had to call housing police. You know what I'm saying? So the shit was just deep. But I'm growing up with Big. Big was mad funny. The nigga rap his ass off. Now me and Big go back to me on the turntables and him rapping. You know what I'm saying? I was doing block parties at 12 years old. I DJed for Roxanne Shante when I was like 15. You know what I'm saying? So me and Big go back then. And I remember my man Oli, rest in peace, when Big first got signed to Uptown. You know, Big used to touch all the parties, local parties. He's grabbing that microphone and getting busy. And I remember Oli was like, nah, you ain't got to rap at these parties no more. You got a record deal now and all that shit. And it was like, yo, Fat Chris got a record deal because his name was Fat Chris. You know what I'm saying? Biggie became, damn, when the fuck did Biggie come? Biggie probably came 92, but he was Fat Chris. You know what I'm saying? Because we had 3 different Chris's in my neighborhood. So we differentiated them by Fat Chris, Country Chris, who was a fucking I ain't even gonna talk bad about Country Chris because I don't know if he's still in jail, but that nigga was he was a fucking maniac. And then you had a dude named Slobbermouth Chris, you know what I'm saying, who lived on my block. But Fat Chris was nice. Nigga rap his ass off. So when y'all see him rhyming against Supreme is from the hood, you know what I'm saying? When he battling Preem, that shit was real. That shit was real. You know what I'm saying? That shit was real. And Big always could rap, you know what I'm saying? And Chub Rock. So my neighborhood started producing a lot of people because we had imports and we had, you know, real people. So Foxy is from my hood. Of course, Junior Mafia. Myself, Red Hot Lover Tone from Trackmasters is from my hood. Little Kim. And then Tech from Smith & Wesson moved around my way. Then Common moved around the way. Then J. Rue the Damager moved around my way. Afu moved around my way. Erica Badu moved around my way. Iron Solomon moved around my way. Hakeem Green moved around my way. Benny Boom moved around my way. AJ from 106 and Park moved around my way. Maddie C from the Source Money the Source Magazine moved around my way.
A lot of niggas.
What'd you say? Yeah, so yeah, because the deal was I was outside, so when they used to navigate and move around the hood, ask Hakeem. I used to be like, yo, leave him the fuck, that's my man, leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? Because we was really like, yo, we was just outside wilding, bro, around that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like 90, 91, 92. This is fucking 40 ounces. So you already know the behavior was retarded. You know what I'm saying? This is 2 for 3 St. Odds.
Yeah.
So you know what that malt liquor was doing to us. You know what I'm saying? The malt liquor had us tripping. So we was just wilding, but nah, Big, you know, Big.
My niggas used to get the drinking in 40s and get the acting stupid and shit. What that was about?
Well, you gotta remember, bro. A lot of shit was misguided youth. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? What else? Like, we used to be like, yo, let's go outside and fuck somebody up. Literally, yo, let's go catch some rep. And we would go outside. I was the littlest, so I would bump you, and you'll grab me up, and then while you hit my cousin, and then everybody just come put the beats on you. You know what I'm saying?
Tripping, man. Them niggas used to be tripping.
We know it. Yo, so when niggas talking about knockout, I'm like, yo, I was knocking grown men out at 12. I've been at knockout power. That shit is, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we never hit old ladies. We never hit old men, and we never fucked with children. And if you had a kid with you, you got to pass. If you was with your moms, you got to pass. We never violated. You know what I'm saying? It was certain things that was your safety. You know what I'm saying? That was your vest. And it was if you was with a child or you was with an adult. We wasn't like that, but we was like, I don't give a fuck who we with and just dump on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we wasn't like that. We had respect. We might say, go ahead.
All right. I gather from everything that you told me, you made your entrance into the game as a producer. You was making beats first?
As a DJ.
Okay. You want
as a DJ.
The production?
To produce. Mm-hmm.
At which point did you take I don't know, the Forbes brand to the internet?
That was 2008.
8.
2008. Yeah, 2008 was when we first took it to the internet because, again, Forbes was birthed off the I Get Money record. It was the Forbes edition. Diddy, Jay-Z, and 50. The Forbes edition.
Okay.
So we was like, yo, that shit is dope. Forbes DVD, the Forbes edition. You know what I'm saying? And then all this Michael was like, yo, that shit sound like money. And we was like, oh shit, Forbes DVD sound like money. Then we bumped into Bernard Hopkins at the Barclays. And me, you know, like I said, me and Rec, one thing I give us, yo, we was relentless with interviews. We run down on anybody. Like, no, yo, that's that nigga such and such. Yo, I need an interview. Maybe like an interview, what you talking about? Yo, let me just ask you some questions. So we saw Bernard Hopkins. I was like, yo, man, we need an interview for Forbes. He's like, Forbes, that shit sound like that money joint. It is that money joint. You know what I'm saying? And we got an interview from Bernard Hopkins. The funniest shit, a lot of rappers like to say I do my video in Brooklyn, right? But this shit is funny to us because they go to Williamsburg, like North Fourth, like the fucking back. It's Brooklyn, bro, but shit like Soho is nothing dangerous. So I remember DJ Khaled video shoot. Yo, I was Devo in interviews like a motherfucker. I still got all that. But yo, I interviewed, yo, bro. I called my cousin. I said, look, I'm on North 4th, bro. If I call you, just come. Don't even answer the phone. I was on some bull. You asking, I was like, yo, I got on Rick Ross tour bus, everything. Because I wasn't taking no for an answer. I was like, yo, hold on. Nah, my nigga. I'm a Brooklyn native. Y'all out here fucking filming and you telling me I can't get on Ross tour bus? You trying to tell me I can't get an interview? Hold on. I was like, nah, I'm not holding on. I got to get on that bus. I need this footage. And then I saw Foxy on it.
Right.
Foxy was on the bus with him. So when she seems like, nah, that's my brother. All right, I'm on the bus. So it's an interview on my channel with Nicki Minaj and Foxy. But you don't see Foxy because Foxy had an issue with Fendi. So she wanted to be cut out of the footage. So we mirror screen Nicki. But that's Nicki and Foxy together. That's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother story. But yeah, nah, I was relentless, man. I didn't have no fear because I knew how to approach people without them feeling threatened per se. You know what I'm saying? Without them feeling. Only one person, I think I tried to do an interview with Flex, and he was like, "What is it for?" Because I don't know where that footage is going. I'm like, nigga, I don't care if I hold it in my crib. I'm not gonna ask you no questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to if people really look at my interviews, I love to talk about hip hop. I love that shit. So we might get into whatever, but let's get to the music. Like who are you? You know what I'm saying? And I think Greg Nice one time fronted on me, and I was like,
What did he do?
How you fronting on me? He just was like, I don't know what that DVD is for. Like, I'm like, yo, my nigga, like, I'm just want to interview you. You know what I'm saying? But that same night, I interviewed Big Daddy Kane, so I didn't give a fuck about nobody after that. I was like, yo, I interviewed Big Daddy Kane. Fuck, I was supposed to quit after that. I said I quit because everybody know that's my favorite rapper. That's the root of Brooklyn rap. Right. So when I interviewed Kane, I'm like, who else can I do? Until I saw Pete Rock.
Is that your most coveted interview, Big Daddy?
Well, the Max B is the most famous, but yeah, it was Big Daddy Kane and Pete Rock.
Just had the perm and shit.
Yes, yeah. I look like a boss. I said, yeah, man. Yo, let me tell you that story, right? So Fendi calls me and said, yo, you want to interview Max B? I said, I already interviewed him. He said, yeah, that was for the first come up. He's ready to go in. I said, so where's Jordan at? He said, Jordan don't want to do it because he's scared of Jim Jones. Like, what the fuck you scared of Jim Jones for? He's like, nah, Jim Jones threatened him off the first DVD, so he don't want to do it. I said, where he at? He said, you gonna do it? I said, yeah, nigga, I ain't scared of no fucking body. Where he at? Say, he on 133rd. 133rd? What the fuck is 133rd in Harlem? Got in the hoopty. Roll up there. So I'm calling Fendi. I don't know where this nigga at. He said, yo, you in front of his building? I said, yeah. He said, yo, the nigga coming. Word to everything I love, Gully. Remember Preach from motherfucking... Remember Preach from, what's the movie? Superfly. Superfly. I see a nigga walking down the block, nigga hair blowing in the wind. I said, yo, I know this ain't this nigga Max B, man. It was Max B. walk down the block. I was like, I cannot believe this shit. You know, I was like, yo, I cannot believe this nigga walking down the street looking like fucking Priest from Superfly. And then we just, yo, when I did the interview, I said, yo, this gonna be one of the biggest shits of all time.
Do it.
I knew it. I was like, yo, this is gonna be one of the biggest interviews of all time. Only thing is one thing cut out the interview.
Right.
He said something about Chrissy. I don't play that. You say what you want about any of the men, because when they see you, you could get it shaken. They could punch you in the face or you could punch them. But when we talk about people, women, I don't stand for that.
Oh yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I cut that. But other than that, I was like, yo, this is I was like, the only other time I had that feeling is when I interviewed Trife Gangster when you was talking about Troy Ave. The tension in the fucking room, bro. And Trife, I know Trife, so it wasn't like me and him would have had an issue, but he called me. He said, bro, I'm ready. I said, ready for what? He said, yo, where you at? I said, I'm about to go to my office. He said, I'm coming. Let's do an interview. And I was like, holy shit. This is about, so 400,000 views later, I was like, yo, you ever did that interview where the vibe is not off, but you can feel like, yo, hold up. This is about to be some shit. And
I gotta confess something to you. Every interview that I do, I'm terribly, it's a lot of anxiety. I won't say nervous, like I'm just now getting into my groove with you right now and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Same type of butterflies that I would have in my stomach if I was playing basketball or something like that. I take this wanting everything to, go right.
I think for me, I used to, only person I was ever scared in front of was Kane.
Oh, I was scared of Chaz Williams.
I wasn't scared of, I interviewed Chaz, Prince, and Graf.
Hey, yo, when I interviewed Chaz, right, them niggas was out there with him and shit, man. Like them Supreme Team niggas was out there. So I had just got the American Gangster shit was still on TV, the BET's American Gangster. So guys that's on Gangster with Chaz, they rolling with him. And I'm interviewing Chaz in Miami, and them niggas just standing there, man. And they got these fucking sunglasses on, you can't see their eyes. Older niggas and shit, they older than me and they fly and shit. And I'm like, man, like some niggas just can't hide the fact that they mobsters, man. Like that's
the aura, just the aura. So the first time I interviewed Mazaradi Fox, right? The first time I interviewed Mazaradi Fox, Trav was with him because Trav used to be with Fox all the time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that. First time I interviewed Fox, this how crazy I am. Like I'm really a Brooklyn nigga. I just don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interviewing Fox, and it's like 1,000 Bloods. This is the first time I've really seen Bloods in New York. Like, I'm from the town, and I've always heard that they was around, but I seen these niggas this time. So I'm in some projects in Queens. I don't know. Maybe I gotta ask Trav where we was at, but it was like 300 Bloods out there. He was shooting a video for was it 212? No, 212 with you is stacked bundles. It might be 212, but needless to say, Smack was there. I met Picture Perfect. I met Smack and Picture Perfect. Smack actually left one of his lenses somewhere. And I picked his lens up and called him and said, yo, you left your lens. You know what I'm saying? So I knew he could trust me ever since then, because it was like a fucking, lenses was like $600 back then. You know what I'm saying? They still like that. But I called him, yo, he left his lens, call Smack. But my dumb ass, but I didn't give a fuck. I asked Fox, I was like, yo, but you a jail nigga and you did time, but how you hang with 50 and niggas call him a rat? He took his glasses, because remember Mozzie used to always wear the shades. He took his glasses off. He was like, yo, I got to think about that one. But he didn't get angry. But I felt like that was a valid question, because at this time, Murder Inc. and them had came out with that paperwork. We don't know if that was real or whatever, but they had paperwork. And I'm like, yo, you are a straight up and down jail nigga. Jail niggas don't fuck with rats in no way. So if this man is a rat in any way and they got paperwork, how you fuck with him? And that footage got fucked up.
Cool nigga, man. Mind you,
I love
telling these people this nigga about 6'5" and some shit like that.
Yeah, Mozzie was a big dude. He wasn't no short dude.
Yeah, and he got all them chains on, throwing up the blood signs. Yeah, I fuck with Fox, but definitely got the impression that he was about gangster activity too. Let me.
You know him and Petey Pablo was cousins, right?
Petey Pablo, word.
Petey Pablo and Mazaradi Fox was cousins, yeah.
I heard a lot about Fox. I was around him for like 2 days. This is when he was running, which kind of like running around Shay Davis. He gave me like the big brother or I felt real safe when he was around and shit like that.
No, Fox was a good dude.
What year did you become monetized? And how did you come across the information?
Monetized, I think we got monetized. Bro, I'm gonna be real with you. That shit might not have been till like 2012 or some shit like that. 2012 we got monetized because funny story, Vlad was monetized.
Yeah.
He wasn't monetized. So what he did was he said, give me your email and I'm gonna pay you. So he was trying to be a MCN, which is a media content network. He was trying to be that back then. But I think whoever he was working with, it might have been Complex back then. They was like, no, you can't do it. He still owed me $11 too. You know what I'm saying? But you know, niggas don't forget no money. Or nigga owe a nigga $40. Nigga be like, yo, you owe me $40. But yeah, he tried to do that. And I'm gonna be real with you, man. We was doing this shit for the love of the culture, man. We wasn't getting a lot of money early on. But we did have a deal with Global Grind, Russell Simmons' company. So the ads that used to be on Forbes, we used to get paid. But from YouTube, that's why we didn't always put the videos on YouTube. We had found little aggregators and shit to run it through our player. You know what I'm saying? And that was during the Forbes DVD World Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? Which was fucking crazy because we had wars.
Found out by accident. I didn't even know. I was just, after the DVD era was over, I was just still filming and doing media because I liked pop and I liked where it was taking me. I was going to, you know, the Revo conventions and I was in the mix of things and I liked it, that part of it and shit. But know what was gonna be, you know, I didn't know what was gonna happen. I was expecting maybe somebody to come to me and say, what you got is dope. How about we give you a job here? That this is $50.
But you know, but let me tell you what's real. And what you're saying is what I expected. Now, this is how Forbes DVD came into existence. When we was leaving the DVD era, and we knew that we had to go digital. We knew it. So people think Forbes DVD stands for DVD, like a DVD. No, it's Forbes Digital Video on Demand. That's what the DVD stands for. That is not DVD like an actual DVD. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that. The DVD is an acronym for something. I sent a mass email myself, typed up an email in blind CC Hip Hop DX or hip hop site. There was no This Is 50. There wasn't no Vlad. Hip Hop Game. AllHipHop.com. Every major blog, Nah Right, Two Dope Boys, every blog that was in existence. I hit them and said, listen, my name is Doggie Diamonds. My partner is in Rec. We have a company that we're trying to do. We will film exclusively for your website. We will give you content. We just want the monthly fee of this, that, and the third. And I think that shit, bro, we was like, yo, give us $400. And we'll give you whatever. Nobody got back to us. And this is the time where you seeing the footage of J Hood dragging the D blockchain. All that shit was our shit.
Could have got you niggas for 400.
This is what I'm saying. So when they didn't bite, I said, yo, Rec, they ain't fuck with us. And then I remember seeing the dude Grouchy Greg from All Hip Hop and SOBs. And I was like, yo, you know, my name, you know, Doggie Diamonds, like, yo, you seen this footage? He's like, yeah, I like it. I said, yo, I filmed that shit. Yo, let me work for All Hip Hop. He laughed in my face, and I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to punch him in his mouth. Because, again, I'm serious about this shit. Why you laughing in my face, my nigga? Like, I'm a fucking black man telling you that I got a skill and I want to bring it to your company.
Right.
Why you laughing at me? Like, why you take me for a fucking, why you laughing? That shit's not funny. You know what I'm saying? So even when young dudes come to me now, I never shun nobody. I be like, yo, look, I can do this for you. I can't do this for you. Or I don't want to do this for you. I've never laughed at nobody because I look at it like this. Some of the young kids right now, they always hit me, oh, gee, yo, I want to start a podcast and all that shit. And all I say to them is this, right? That's cool, but you can't just take my intellectual property like that. I got my 10,000 hours in. Give me $20 consultation fee. Just so I know you're serious. It ain't about the money, because your fucking money, $20 can't do nothing for me. But just to know that you're serious, shoot me a dub.
Yeah.
And I'll give you the information you need. And when niggas be like, yo, nah, I thought you know one hand wash the other, one hand wash the face, block. I know you full of shit.
No, they're not serious.
Because you got to understand, bro, our intellectual property is all we got.
Right.
And not only the intellectual property, the application. Everything that you learned, you applied it, and that's why you where you are today. Nobody told you how to hook that fucking microphone up. You had to figure it out. So these niggas want you to figure out everything and give it to them. And then one day they're going to sit there and say, y'all got more subscribers than Gully TV. And it's like, yeah, nigga, but who helped you?
It took me maybe like 17 years to get to where I'm at. Oh, and my numbers, my YouTube numbers, I don't
get into that.
They don't
reflect your cultural impact.
Celebrity at all. They don't. You got to see me walking.
Listen,
shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
listen,
I don't.
Your YouTube numbers do not reflect your cultural impact.
Without a doubt.
So I think a lot of times what happens is that we are in a game where people look at numbers. So how could you look at my numbers and say, yo, he got 220,000 subscribers. This person passed you. This person passed you. And I'm like, pass me how? But I did what's considered one of the greatest interviews of all time, the Max B interview. Like,
I'm glad you said that. When I do an interview, I don't be trying to get no big dollar amount. I be trying to do interviews, the impact.
You say you try to get what?
Going to be talked about 30 years from now. Like I interviewed Cool V, DJ Cool V.
Yeah, it's a homie. Yep.
No, maybe a month before Biz passed away, and that interview, it didn't do no great amount of numbers, but I know that interview's the shit. You dig what I'm saying? I know that interview is shit, and that interview is gonna be around 30 years from now. So I be on that.
It catches up sometimes, believe it or not. Your interview will catch a spike, and you be like, hold on, what the fuck is getting all these views? And then you go look, and then it just catches up. That's how that's how it was. Because I'm like one of the only niggas with a Mel Matrix interview. Nobody has a Mel Matrix interview, but like I said, these is niggas running around the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to call, yo, pull up to the bar. And I shot a music video for him.
Right.
It's a Max B diss. You know what I'm saying? So when niggas started referencing anything Mel Matrix, they had to go to my interview because he doesn't talk. He doesn't do interviews. You might pull up 3 or 4 of them, and 3 of them is mine. You understand what I'm saying? Because that was really my guy. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't trust a lot of guys that's really, really street dudes. They don't trust what they say is going to be held a certain way that's not going to damage them. He know I'm not going to throw him away. He know I'm not going to do nothing for clicks and likes. He know I'm going to do right by him. That's how me and Nori got so close. Man, Nori got on my camera one day, said the most ill-advised shit ever. And I'm like, I called him. I said, yo, bro, man, I ain't using none of that footage. He's like, why? I said, nigga, you. He said, yo, I did? Yeah, I was drunk. I said, yeah, but not my relationship with you is bigger than any views.
Right.
He said, yo, I fuck with you from here on out. He said, yo, because if that was other people, they would have put, because what he said was platinum.
I self-censor my shit. Like you said earlier, You said Max B saying something about Chrissy. You cut it
Yeah,
out.
what the fuck? Yeah.
Censor my shit too. Because at the end of the day, they're gonna get mad at me and you.
Exact. You know what? You know what I don't like, bro? When niggas be like, "Yo, why you gave him a platform?" Okay, so let me get this straight. When George Stephanopoulos or John Stossel interviews a fucking serial killer or somebody who raped little kids, nobody says why you gave him a platform. So if I give a nigga a platform that you don't like, it's my fault?
Will you interview?
Because that's only.
Will you interview
Huh?
6ix9ine?
Would I interview 6ix9ine?
Would you? Yeah.
Hell yeah, I would interview 6ix9ine.
Hell yeah.
I would. I would interview him because I think it's critical questions that I know I can ask him.
Right.
Because I'm privy to certain information.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm privy to certain information, and he's very hostile, and I think that shit is funny. I think it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't whip my ass, nigga. So you could do all that shit, but again, he's very witty. He's very witty, and I watch people who are media trained by default or whatever, and I watch them weasel out of shit, and I'd be like, how you let him squirm away? You had him. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't watch a lot of people interviews, because I'd be like, you had him. And you either overtalked them or you change the subject. But you had him. You had him. You know what I'm saying? And it's people that I do interviews with, and they tell me, Styles P told me this shit before. He's like, yo, I got to be careful with you, because you always ask that one thing that had motherfucker like, huh? You know what I'm saying? Because again, you have to stump a motherfucker. Nigga can't just be one word in you or just answering everything. You know what I'm saying? And again, I have to take you somewhere, not to anger you, because I don't want to make you mad, but I'm not your fucking friend, nigga.
Right.
I'm here to ask you questions.
And if I want to ask the things that people want to know, I'm pretty sure that.
And if you mad at it, say I don't want to answer that, or moving along.
Fucking with it, but don't interrupt me doing my job. I have to ask you these questions. If I was white, you ain't gonna get mad, nigga.
That's why I said what I said about. But that's why I said what I said about how niggas telling me how you giving him a platform.
Right.
Fuck is you talking about? Like, only so you're asking me, one of the founders of the whole genre of podcasting interviews, why I'm giving somebody a platform? I should be able to give a platform to whoever the fuck I want to.
Yeah.
So how, and this is what I'm saying to people, and again, that's why I pay homage. You ever notice I always say Ralph McDaniels, always, because that man is the founder of shit. What we do, every time he laughs, because every time I see him, I do this. Thank you. Yeah, because we're supposed to, but it's niggas who's doing this shit, and I say Ralph McDaniels, and they be like, who that? I think that's disrespectful, because a nigga who play basketball know who Bill Russell is. He know who Jordan is. Motherfucker might even know who George Mikan is.
Yeah.
Because they do their history. But in our culture, fuck that old nigga. Nah, we gotta stop that shit, because them men went through some shit for us to be where we at today. Like let's really think about it. We seeing more paper than a lot of niggas did. You know what I'm saying? Because they got beat and they got jerked, but we learned the game, but we had to learn it from them. It's like they took, the first person over the wall catch all the arrows.
Yeah.
First nigga that run out the door gonna get shot.
Yeah.
So I always be trying to, this is the person that influenced me. This is the person, even if he don't make no money, I'm not gonna act like I'm the inventor. I'm not the fucking inventor. You know what I'm saying? I watch this man. So a lot of times, even when I'm on Drink Champs and Nori say, yo, I wouldn't be doing this shit if it wasn't for him. So, okay. So Fat Joe, you copy Nori. You copy Nori. You copy Nori. So if he says he copied me, then I'm your fucking grandfather then. But when I speak to Fat Joe, he said, I never heard of you before.
Oh, cut it out. Cut it out.
I'm dead ass serious.
He said he never heard of you.
And I interviewed him before. And I interviewed OC.
Interview
That's what he said.
corny. I hate that shit, man.
But see, reason why I'm on here with you,
Crazy.
because I know a lot of the shit that I've experienced, you have too, and vice versa. So it's like I know you experience real corny shit where you just like, oh man.
And what the red tape we go to do
Yo, tell the people, it's times you'll do a whole interview.
Uh-huh.
You travel. You might have went to fucking Arizona on your dime.
Yeah.
To get some content.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you went out there, you made it worthwhile because you might have got 5 interviews. But this one right here was the one that you know, when I come home and throw this shit in the computer and render this shit, I'm good. Nigga call you and say, yo, don't use that interview.
Somebody
take that out.
Somebody did that to me. He's a somebody too. He's famous, right? He's a somebody. He's kind of like a big deal. And I came all the way to Brooklyn to interview him, and he called me, said he didn't want it to be up. I put it up. And he watched it. He said he didn't want it to be up. And I said, because I have a lot of respect for him, okay, I'll take it down. This is something that I've never done. I said, this person is a big deal, shit, right? I took it down.
Brooklyn, I can narrow it down because I know my borough. But you don't have to say their name.
Unfollowed me on Instagram. I put that shit back up. I put that shit.
You want to be petty? Let's be all the way petty.
Petty too and shit. You know,
yeah.
I didn't do anything to you and shit. Like, you know what I mean? There was a reason why he wanted the interview taken down. And it was because he gave me a compliment about I'm serious.
About your what?
He gave me a compliment about my speaker camera. And I believe people might have said, I don't, but he told me to take it down. It was down for like years. Follow me on IG and shit. I put that shit back up. I know I've come to understand that people really don't respect, but we do until after they see the end result. You understand what I'm saying? After they've sold a boatload of books or after a door opened for them, then they appreciate us. But I don't think people really take into consideration what it is we do. Me per se, this shit turned me into a computer whiz and shit. You know what I'm saying? Despite what everybody's on YouTube and shit like that, I'm dangerous with a computer now. Editing software.
Yo, I am too. I know how to code because every Forbes DVD website I built, I know how to put them shits together. You know what I'm saying? Like I know how to build websites. I want to say something in your defense. And I've said this publicly a few times. When I first met you, I didn't know anything about you outside of your content. Right? I knew you for doing interviews. I knew you for putting together content. Then you got a little bit more popular based off of what people were saying were antics and shit you was doing, right? They would say you clout chase and do shit. And I was saying to people like this, so when the man was doing his job, putting out content, you ignored him. But then when he do shit that's unfavorable to your opinion, right, now you know who he is. I think that's fucked up. Because why we don't reward men for just doing a fucking good job?
I've never got into a conflict with somebody who was more successful than me or was outworking me. I dropped a book today, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't do nothing but get busy. People might say, I got internet annex. I might tell a nigga to suck my dick, and it ain't never been done before. Hold on.
Yeah.
Because this is what they're getting at. Ain't nobody ever told Mano to suck my dick before. So they might feel that, oh, he playing games on the internet. I'm not. I'm tired of playing games with you niggas. I'm tired of playing games with y'all, period, and shit. Y'all don't understand the struggle that I go through to make this shit happen. You dig what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you're not as intelligent as me. You're not as intelligent as me, and you're not as successful as me. You dig what I'm saying? So stop playing with me. You know what I mean? So
You know, it's funny though, because I understand what you're saying, because I be feeling like that sometimes. Like, yo, my nigga, like, I just had a fucking music video for you and had to do all these transitions and color correction and all this shit. And nigga, you ain't even call me and say, like, are you alive? Like, like, we're so disregarded. And again, I'm happy that I'm successful because I don't have nothing to be mad about. But I just know I ain't fucking with certain niggas. I
Right.
just know that when it comes to certain people, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I wish, I don't wish bad on a nigga, but I don't wish him well neither. You know what I'm saying? Because again, myself and MREC is Forbes DVD, right? We are a Brooklyn-based website on the East Coast that niggas should have straight up in there. Hold on one second, bro. Hold on. Hello? Yeah, you outside? All right, okay. Niggas delivering furniture supposed to be in here since 6. I'm on they be in 12 minutes. But anyway, but you know, why isn't the city rallying behind? Like, hold up. These two niggas in Brooklyn just built some shit. They putting everybody video up. They spreading love to the town. When Ross was smashing 50 on World Star, kicking them all in his ass, we started putting 50 shit up. Like, nah, Yayo's the homie. We gonna be Team G Unit.
Right.
You think with 50 C niggas, he gonna be like, I saw what y'all did. Salute to y'all. When he see niggas, that's what I'm like. So it's like, damn, I never been in a business where niggas is so fucking ungrateful. That's why I just do shit from my heart. I don't even want nothing. I do it for the culture. I do it for cultural purpose, and I do shit from my heart, because if we leave it to niggas, they will starve us out. They will have us fucked up.
Right.
There's no way that all these fucking revolt niggas, nobody never called me and say, yo, you want a revolt deal? You want a situation, nigga? You do a good fucking job. Like, nobody. So y'all make niggas and put them on revolt, and they interviews suck. They overtalk niggas. They don't ask.
Suck. Interviews suck.
I love to say that.
Not in tune with the culture. No person.
But
None of that.
But Gully, I've been doing this shit so long that a lot of interviews niggas be doing that shit be from a narrative that I came out with 5 years ago. I'm like, hold up, I broke that story. So when PD Crack is in the projects with me, and we do an interview, and he say, yo, Jay-Z heard Cameron shit and just erase that shit. I'm like, oh shit. But then when Vlad say it, the same interview verbatim, yo, I'm like, yo, I put that same shit out. Oh, but niggas want what they want. They just don't want it from you because you a nigga. And he ain't shit. I done had a deal. I had a deal with CBS.
Right.
I had a deal with Viacom. I was in the building. I got Digital Soapbox Network. I co-own that. The Gangster Chronicles, I executive produced that show.
Do you?
Yep, Mount. Oh yeah.
All right, I get it now. I see the connection. It's all coming. I get
This
it.
is what I'm saying.
All right.
But I'm silent. So when niggas be thinking I'm unsuccessful, think what the fuck you want. Because I don't have to prove nothing. The truth don't need validation, only a lie. You know what I'm saying? And I'm flying so high and navigating what I'm doing. I'm like, yo, niggas don't know. I got like 4 YouTube channels with like 200,000 subscribers. I got 4 of them.
No doubt. No doubt.
But again, I still spread love. Again, people don't understand how I reached out to you. You understand what I'm saying? And like, yo, get that man on the phone, because me and that man need to talk. It's been too long, and I think the shit is dumb, and I think we could really put some plays together. And we've been building ever since, just shooting each other texts. And, you know, it's going to have people that say, yo, don't trust Gully. Listen, I don't know where the fuck he live. He don't know where I live. Like, what is there to mistrust? We are creating content. Content creators.
Let me interject. I own, I think, 3 companies. I got Dribble God, Athletic Wear. I got Fashion Bomb Couture. I got Classic.
Fuck is my clothes?
I got. Yeah. I'm in Gar. I'm in Fashion. I got.
Where's my clothes though?
We can make some.
You say I'm rocking the. Yeah.
I got the RealDribble.com, my own website. I just dropped a book today. It's available on Amazon. You can pre-order it, you know, by way of ebook. I got work out in the streets, man. For someone to say, don't, that's just ridiculous. They should be saying, can you keep up with Gully? They should say that to anybody, because I get busy. You know what I'm saying? I stay in shape. I stay fresh. And I stay with work online. You know what I mean? And I got this book dropping for y'all people, man. Y'all going to have that in a couple of weeks, man. Make sure y'all cop that. Word up.
Dope.
You know, my reputation, my work ethic, it speak for itself. It speak for itself. It goes back to the IQ, the education, the grade point average. See, I came here with one of them. You know what I'm saying?
But see, like me, you know, like I was a gifted student. I was gifted. Like I was like in programs for intelligent children. So one day I said to Pat, like when me and Pat Poose was speaking, I remember saying to him, I said, yo, if we the niggas with knowledge with self, and the nigga like, what's the nigga name? What, don't believe me, just Trinidad James is the idiot. How come he get more money than us? See, you can't be stupid and get money, so we intelligent, why we ain't getting no money? He was like, But it's the application. You can't just be a smart, I don't subscribe to being a poor righteous teacher. Fuck that. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to be poor anything. You know what I'm saying? So if you got intelligence and you broke, you're stupid.
You
better figure out how to get some fucking.
Gotta take that out the math. Poor righteous teachers.
This is what I'm saying. Fuck that poor righteous teacher shit. No, not I. Fuck that poor shit. I'm not gonna be poor anything. I'm not gonna be in poor health, mental, physical, spiritual, and I'm not gonna be poor financially. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's going to determine what success is to me. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's another thing that people try to say. Oh, they want to compare us to us. And like I said, I could look at somebody else and be like, yo, but that's my bro, though. Like, he winning. Fuck it. I won, too.
Right.
Because, yo, I could show my analytics. I got hundreds of millions of views on YouTube. Like, hundreds of millions of views. I got interviews that Charlemagne and Joe Budden sat there and spoke about one day. And that's the creme of the creme in media to people.
Oh.
And one day they spoke about, go ahead.
Oh. Charlemagne and Joe Budden, not the creme de la creme. I'm
people's mind.
I'm a part of this shit, man.
In people's mind. This is what I'm saying. They're the creme de la creme in people's mind.
Don't do that, man. I've been getting busy.
No, understand what I'm saying. Because again, look at let me tell you something, right? Look at it like this. It's like a rapper. You have independent versus major. Right? So when you independent, you might be getting paper.
Right.
But the fact that he's on Def Jam, people think that you're not good enough because Def Jam didn't want you.
That's perception.
But a lot of people's perception is their reality.
In this situation, you and myself, we're moving as an independent entity. You dig what I'm saying? Where Charlemagne film at, that's not his office building. That's not his those not his microphones. I bought this shit. This is my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yeah.
Difference. There's a difference. Rewrite the whole narrative, man, about what success is and shit. They need to understand what's popping. You know what I mean? Like guys like me and you really getting busy. I would never let anybody tell me that them niggas was the creme de la creme. Them niggas don't even go to the gym. How you gonna be the creme de la creme? You're not even.
Yo, I go to the gym. Yo, I walk 4 miles every day and go to the gym every day. You hear me? I walk 4 miles every day.
Oh yeah? See?
I walk 4 miles.
See? That's something. That's something to build.
Bro, listen. I used to be 300 pounds. I lost 120 pounds. How can the nigga tell me I'm not successful?
Talking about, my nigga. That's what I'm talking about, my nigga.
I added another 15 years to my life. How you gonna tell me I'm not successful? And I didn't get on no table like Flex. I didn't take no fucking special pills. I didn't do none of shit. I just disciplined myself, ate a certain way, and started fucking exercising.
No doubt.
That's it. Discipline is the highest form of understanding for a man. It's discipline. It takes a lot to get the fuck up and work, period.
Right.
Because you got niggas who, You got niggas who want to sleep all day and hit you like, yo, what's popping? Nigga, I done did more before 12 than you're going to do all day.
Believe
I don't
it.
give a fuck if I go to bed at 4 a.m. I'm getting up at 6. Yo, I got to hit this gym.
And we do this every day.
And there's no days off. We're working right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still, it's 7:44. I'm going to go live in a little while. There's no days off. You know what I'm saying? So these furniture people is coming. Let's do a part 2.
Part 2.
You know what I'm saying? Part 2. And, you know, like I said, the line of, I wanted us to do this so people could stop thinking that they have to choose who they like and think if they like me, they're going to have an issue with you, and think if they like you, they're going to have an issue with me. So this is one of the reasons. So subscribe to his channel as well as mine. When you watch one of his interviews, if I don't got nothing out, watch another one of his. If you watch my shit, watch his shit. There is no competition. You understand what I'm saying? I don't compete with black people. I don't. I want these fucking culture vultures to fuck up out of here. I'm competing with them. I want 4 million subscribers like Vlad.
No doubt.
And if you combine all of our platforms, black people, we still don't got as much subscribers as one of them.
I'm about to get the fuck up, dude, land, man. That nigga can't beat me, man. I'm nice with this. This mouse, man. I'm about to get up off YouTube and shit. Motherfuck some subscribers, man. I got big. Hey, Doggie, we gonna do this part 2.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, we just it's a text away.
All right, hey, Mass.
But we might be able to rock out tomorrow. But like I said to everybody, subscribe to Gully TV. Also hit the bell, and when you hit the bell, you can customize how you want his content to come to you. You can hit it to where it comes to a text or it comes to an email or both. But it's very, very imperative that you hit that bell and you hit the like, because it is something a lot of people think they understand the algorithm, but they really don't. You know what I'm saying? The algorithm is controlled by the people. It's not controlled by YouTube, because you can break the algorithm if you get enough likes, if you get enough you know, engagement. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't like the content, just don't leave no fucking comment. Just don't say nothing. Go get some pussy.
Make sure you save this joint, man, so I can rip it off your joint.
I'm gonna hit X and then hit save. So hopefully it does save, because that's why I didn't use my iPhone. I have no space on it, but I should be good.
Right.
But yo, we'll build later on. Peace.
Peace. One.
Yep.